What's up, gentlemen? Today we're going to talk about the things that guys need to stop doing in 2021, and we're going to get that started right now. So first on the docket in 2021, guys need to stop going with the crowd. Guys need to become leaders. These days, men are afraid of what's in their heart. Men are afraid of the truth that's inside them. Men are afraid to express that truth because they're afraid of not being accepted. They're too afraid of being dismissed, and they're too afraid of being called toxic and things like that. This is really unfortunate because as men, we need to be leaders. We need to be protectors, and we need to be providers. And when we're too scared to believe the truth that's within our heart and to speak that truth, and we go with the crowd and we don't share our opinions, this is very detrimental to our society as a whole. I've always heard, and I've always liked to reiterate, that good times create weak men and tough times create strong men. And it's been a really good time for our society as a whole these past 50 years. And this creates men who will go with the flow, who won't speak their mind, who are just wanting to be accepted and loved so much by a society that continually misuses them. How we can start to really take this back is to stop going with the crowd, is to start being leaders, is to start speaking to what we believe in as men. And my dudes, if you're not sure about what you truly believe in, man, this takes time, this takes effort. Don't just hop on the first train that comes your way. Don't just hop on the first opinion that comes your way. It's all about thinking for yourself. It's all about doing your own thing and finding your truth, finding what you believe in and fighting for it. All right, it's hailing outside, but we are gonna try and take a walk around because downtown Vancouver, the Olympic Village, is beautiful, and I really want to show you guys what that's all about. So let's take the risk. Let's get out there. And so the next thing I think that guys really need to stop doing in 2021 is this whole 180 degree spin around to check chicks out. Okay, so you know you're walking down and you see that guy and he's like, whoa, or like that meme or whatever. Listen, I'm not telling you to be ashamed of your attraction. Not at all, buddy. Absolutely not. It's okay to be attracted to women, and it's okay to check women out. Absolutely, there's nothing wrong with that. It's part of being a man. When you see someone who's beautiful walking across, you want to look at them. It's normal, and there's nothing wrong with that, and I'm not telling you to be ashamed of that. But this whole like forcing it, like you look terrible. You look absolutely terrible when there's a beautiful woman walking this way and you turn around 180 degrees to keep checking her out or to look at her butt. I think as a general rule, if you are looking at someone for longer than a second and a half, it then starts to get creepy. And I think no one really minds when they get checked out if it's like a real quick second here or there. But when you're staring at someone, when you're it makes people feel exceptionally uncomfortable, and you look like a complete creep. You hear that? You hear that? That hail? Man, this is Van City. Look at that. Whew. Look at those buildings. There's a little boat. Hey, Mr. Boat. Bottom line for this point, gentlemen, don't be ashamed of checking women out. Don't be ashamed of your attraction to women. But don't do this forced, full 180 degree spin just to check someone out, just to look at their butt. It's creepy, it makes people uncomfortable, and there's more gentlemanly ways to appreciate a woman's beauty. Oh, jeez, man. Look at the hail. Can you see that? Oh, man. That's Van City for you. That's for sure. It's in here. Look at this. Okay, gentlemen, the next thing that I want to talk about, the next thing that guys must stop in 2021 involves Instagram. And this is, we need to stop being so creepy and thirsty on the gram, gentlemen. There have been times when I have sat down and watched guys open up their Instagram and it's nothing but feeds of women in bikinis and lingerie and damn near naked, and they don't know these women. Nothing screams I have no goals or wants in relationships with women than someone who just continuously scrolls through their Instagram feed looking at pictures of naked women. This is incredibly unattractive. But what do you think about guys who just look at pictures of women on Instagram all the time that are half naked in bikinis and stuff? Did you ever date a guy who did that?
No, it's just like, bro, what are you, like, I feel like it wouldn't make me feel good because that's where you get like all your visual pleasure from, and it wouldn't make me feel like I'm important if you're already placing so much importance on the girls on Instagram.
You see, gentlemen, we're then placing an unrealistic standard on the women in real life, because women on Instagram don't look like that in real life. It's all Photoshop, it's all filters, it's all enlargement. And I mean, same with the guys too, but that's not what we're talking about. If you got a lady who's doing that same thing with guys, we'll talk to her, because you know it's just as unfair. You're setting yourself up with unrealistic expectations and disappointment when you go into the world and start dating women. And it's not fair to those women, because how can you live up to that? How can you live up to something that just isn't real? That's fake. That's programmed to ignite all your different neurons and primal needs and primal wants in ways that no real person can actually live up to. It's totally unfair. And when we're thirsty and we're commenting and we're liking all these photos and we don't know these women, they're not part of our lives, we just don't know who they are whatsoever, man, it's simpy. It's weak. Why do you need that in your life? What does that add to your life? Bottom line, gentlemen, if you want to be on the path to being a better version of yourself, to being a stronger version of yourself, to being a more focused and goal-oriented version of yourself that has a nice relationship, that has a good relationship with their partner, with women in general, I want you to go right now, open your phone and unfollow every woman you don't personally know on Instagram. Once you've done that, you're well on your way to ridding yourself of this need, of this want, of this ball and chain that's holding you down, and that's programmed to keep you on the app and keep you coming back for more. It's very unhealthy, and you're gonna feel fantastic when you open up your app and you only see pictures of people who you know, pictures of people who are adding value to your life, pictures of people who are in your niche that you can actually comment on and build a rapport with, and actually using Instagram for positivity as opposed to something that's weighing you down, that's chaining you down and keeping you from having healthy, proper relationships with the beautiful women that are in your life and that want to have relationships with you. Alright, gentlemen, and the last point of this video, the most important thing that guys need to stop doing in 2021 is chasing material and not chasing meaning. And what I mean by this is that I see too many guys who are too invested in improving their status through cars and, yes, clothes and jewelry. Men aren't focused on chasing meaning, like meaningful relationships or building themselves up to be someone of value who adds to other people's lives and improves it markedly. Instead, guys are just focused on who can get the next fastest car, the next nicest car, the biggest jewel. It's hard to watch men equate themselves to material objects, to things that have no real meaning in their life. Of course, things like nice watches and nice cars and cool clothes are all important, especially style. I'm always advocating to dress well, to build yourself up through clothing, but that doesn't mean that should be all you are. You have to focus on improving yourself as a man, because with style and only style, you are just a shell. If there's nothing inside of importance, then what are you past your clothes? Your value should not come from the type of car you drive. I've heard guys say, like, aren't you worried about a lady judging you? Back when I was single, aren't you worried about a lady judging you about your car? And I would say, dude, if there's a lady who doesn't want to date me because of my car, that ain't the lady for me. Who cares? Who cares what your car is? Does it go? Does it get you to places? That's all that counts. All that counts is that you keep the inside of your car clean, that it's not a trash heap, so that when that special lady does come and sit inside your car, she's comfortable. When your friends sit inside your car, they're comfortable and they don't have to move trash and everything out of your way. Focus on building your brain. Focus on building your body. Focus on building you as a man, and building your values, and building your relationships, and building something of meaning that's gonna last with you throughout your life. Because when you die, no one's gonna remember you for your cars, no one's gonna remember you for your clothing. People are gonna remember you for the legacy you left behind, the person you were, the person that you built, the relationships you created, and the legacy you left behind as a man. In 2021, start building meaning. Start chasing meaning and value. Do not chase material. And that's it for this week's video, gentlemen. If you're new around here, go down below, sauce me one of these, and smash that subscribe button, because I'm releasing videos like these every Saturday at 9 a.m. Thanks for joining me this week. I am gonna go make some burgers with my gorgeous lady here. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and even better week ahead. And stay strong, stay proud, stay kind, and of course, always stay handsome.